And joining us right now, courtesy of the great people at SkyMotor Cars, our friend Nakobe Dean joins the program. Nakobe, how you doing?
How y'all doing? I'm well. I'm well.
Good. Now, I saw a picture of your teammate, Smitty fella, and he was all lounged out on a sofa that looked like it could fit like a whole kingdom. How did you take in this last weekend, wild card weekend in the NFL? Are you glued to the TV? Are you just out living your life? How do you take it in?
Well, I had rookie dinner Friday.
Oh! I need to get to that. We'll get to that. Rookie dinner on Friday. Okay. How was the rest of the weekend?
The rest of the weekend was nice. It was nice. We had it was Mario Goodrich's birthday, so we did something for that. But other than that, just kind of been chill, watching TV, trying to see who we were playing this weekend.
Before we get to the Giants, the rookie dinner is something that people love hearing about. So can you walk me through it? How did this go down? Did you host? Did you have to put your credit card in? The whole thing? What went down?
Yeah, definitely. We went to State 48. Went to State 48. We had all the inside linebackers come, and we had actually had one outside linebacker come, so I hosted him too. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time though. It was a good time. I mean, yeah, I can't complain. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely people who got it worse than me. So.
Okay, all right. Was it still the biggest check you've ever seen in your life?
100%.
What did you go with? What'd you eat?
I ate lamb chops.
Oh, well, very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have drawn the Giants, and I was looking over some of your notes through the season, and you played the most offensive snaps against Tennessee Titans, and no big deal. You only held Derrick Henry to 30 yards in that game, which is pretty impressive at 2.7 yards per carry. And then you played 19% of the defensive snaps against the Giants during the blowout 48-22 win. Mm-hmm. Giants now, what's the team feeling? What's the vibe in the locker room when you guys get together, knowing now that you're going to face the Giants?
Well, it's definitely heightened because it's the playoffs. Everything is kind of heightened. Everything is turned up a notch, but it's not too much just because throughout the season we try to keep the intensity going. And of course, it's the division of opponent that we played twice already. So it's like we kind of know what they're gonna do. We know what we're gonna do. We know it's gonna be different. They're gonna try to switch some things up. Of course, to come back the last two games, but I feel like we gotta lean on the coaching, lean on what we know, and just go out there and execute at a high level.
What have the veterans told you about playing in the playoffs?
I haven't asked.
Wait, are you just like, hey, I'm a national champion of Georgia? Like, I get playoff atmosphere. Or how does it go down? What do you anticipate? What everybody says with the game even gets faster?
Yeah. Well, for me, I felt like just growing up and watching football, NFL ball, I feel like anytime you're in professional sports and you get to the playoffs, everybody kind of plays at a different level. Everybody kind of picks up their level of play. And I'm ready for that. I'm ready for everybody to just kind of pick up their play, pick up their intensity, pick up their attention to detail.
You're not at SkyMotor Cars right now, are you? I just heard something zoom by.
Oh, no, it's just outside. I think it's a garbage truck or something.
When it comes to facing Saquon Barkley, can you talk a little bit about the challenges with how talented a running back he is?
Yeah, he definitely a talented running back. You know, he can catch the ball out the backfield. He can make the cuts. He's patient. Trusts his O-line when he runs. He's just a playmaker all in all. So we just got to ball him up, continue to do what we do and, tackle and execute at a high level.
Mm-hmm. When you do look at the playoff scenarios that all played out throughout the weekend, are you the type of person that is not moving from your sofa? Are you trying to pick up, even if it's a team like the Giants that you faced two other times, are you looking for little nuances? Are you kind of breaking it down as you're watching it? Or is it more of a rooting interest type thing?
I kind of relax. I kind of just watch it as a fan. Of course, I can't just watch it as a fan. You always pick up on things that you've seen in a game where you know that was going to happen because you study them so much. But I kind of just try to watch it like from a fan standpoint or just from how I regularly watch a game because either way, I'm a rewatch it anyway on the iPad. So it's like then I break it down more. So I just kind of try to relax and enjoy myself and try to get that mental break for this week and just dive into them.
One of the things that keeps coming up is, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. What do you say to that argument?
Well, it's hard to beat a team twice. But in this playoff ball, so it's a whole nother season if you ask me. It's a whole nother season when we get to the playoff. You have seen by the other games that just happened. The 3 playoff games that have happened, it's just been crazy. Or the 4, but all of them been close. All of them been nail biters. Seem like it. So yeah, so it's just a new season. Everybody can, no matter what, anything can happen.
Yeah, that's a great point that it's playoffs and everything's different when it comes to the playoffs. But when I hear that argument that you've already faced this team twice, my argument is, have you? Because you faced them one time straight up, right? And it was a dominant 48-22 performance. And then the second time, and I don't mean this as offense to anyone that was playing in that game, but let's just say it wasn't the first stringers throughout the vast majority of that game. So it was different, and Jalen was just coming back from the injury, of course, and I don't think he was necessarily anything close to 100%. So really, it was one game that was very different. Giants were resting guys in the second game, and the playoffs, as you said, compound that to a totally different game.
Exactly. Everything, like I said, the playoffs, everything get taken up a notch. Everything is more heightened, but as expected.
Now, have you seen Jalen over the last week plus? Does the arm look like he's good? Does he look like he's trusting the shoulder? How's it looking?
He look great to me. I'm a defensive guy, but it looked good to me.
When we last spoke, you had told me that one of the first things the coaches were talking to you about was learning when to pedal and learning when to shuffle. That was one thing they wanted you to work on throughout training camp at that point and the early goings of the season. How is that progression going for you?
Oh, everything's been well. Everything has been well. Just learning both positions and doing anything I got to do for the team to win. Basically, that's the number one stat at the end of the day is for us to win.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know a lot of people are looking at you, 3rd round pick. They wanted you to come in. They wanted you to be the big part of the defense on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. What has the process been like from you for when you got drafted to now in terms of that whole progression?
Yeah, well, of course you want to play. Of course you want to play. Of course, I feel like I can play at elite level in this league, but just buying in and doing what I got supposed to do on the team. Doing my job, buying into my job and knowing what my job is, So just doing that throughout the season and continue to not only do that, but also become more into myself as like a leader on the special team unit and everything, which I feel like will roll over to whenever my time is ready.
Joining us, courtesy of SkyMotor Cars, our friend Nakobe Dean joining the Farzy show today. Nakobe, the other part of this is that the last time we spoke, you hadn't played in front of Philadelphia fans yet. So you played in front of them during the regular season. Now you're getting an opportunity to do so in the postseason. What are you expecting the crowd to be like at Lincoln Financial Field on Saturday night?
Well, I heard at the link in the playoffs was crazy. It was a little step up. It's already crazy. I feel like it was like a little bit more of a step up. So I feel like I'm ready for the fans to come out and be electric, and it being a divisional game. I won't be surprised to see a lot of Giants fans in there too. So I feel like it should be a great atmosphere.
We'll do our best to not allow a lot of Giants fans, of course, in South Philadelphia on that night. A couple more things for you here. When you think about coming into the league and coming into Philadelphia, is there anything that kind of you had to step back from for a second and kind of really take it in like this? Hey, look, this isn't Georgia anymore. This is a little bit different here. Was there anything that kind of took you back about a Philadelphia atmosphere?
I feel like the biggest, not so much about football, but the biggest thing, just a different culture out here, the different people, the traffic, being in the city and everything. So it is a little different. As far as I feel like it's been more so stuff off the field than on the field. It's been more of I got to take a step back. I got to see the Statue of Liberty when we was driving up to New York to play. So
okay,
it's very if I ever been.
Oh wow! Well, hold on. The furthest north you had ever been was the Meadowlands, essentially.
I still technically I still never been to New York because it's kind of in Jersey.
Yes, that's true. Exactly. That's wild, man. That's absolutely wild. A couple of things that Eagles fans, I guess, in trying to be cautious and not overlook anybody, they're looking at the Giants right now as a team that is playing their best football probably of the season. They're at the healthiest they've been in weeks, really, when you look at guys back in their secondary, for instance, just as an example there. How do you guys prepare as a team when the numbers say you're a 7.5-point favorite, you're the number one seed, you're taking on a Giants team that had to rally late in the year in order to make the playoffs? How do you guys make sure that you stay focused for this opponent in the divisional round?
Yeah, we respect every opponent. We don't take anything lightly. And it's not an opponent to look past because we don't know who's next week if we get it next week. So it's like it win and continue. So we putting all our energy and mental energy, physical energy, and emotions into this game. Because it's the next game. So it's the most important.
Mm-hmm. I asked you about Jalen Hurts. Lane Johnson also dealing with an injury. How has he looked through your week of practice last week?
Like I said, them guys on offense all look good to me. Everybody kind of, everybody professionals. Everybody know what they got to do to get their body ready for this game. So I feel like, for me, I've seen them looking good to me.
Good enough. Jonathan Gannon is interviewing for head coaching positions elsewhere. Rumored right now to be the leader in the clubhouse to be the Texans' next head coach. We'll see where it goes from this point on. What were your takeaways from your first regular season under Jonathan Gannon?
I mean, I loved it. I feel like as far as JG, I've learned that, of course, it was a different type of defense than what I played at Georgia. But I've learned that it's different defensive minds out there. I already kind of knew, but I never just kind of experienced one a different defensive mind who just thought different than the whole way we thought at Georgia and things like that. So being able to experience that kind of opened my mind up to a whole nother, realm or thinking of football that's from a defensive standpoint.
What is he like behind the scenes? Because we only see the guy at the podium, and then we get little shots of him throughout the game. What is he like behind the scenes?
He, I feel like he a little bit more intense than what he probably give y'all. He as far as just energy guy. And when I say intense, I don't mean like rah yelling at everybody, but more intense, like he just energetic and happy about what he do and having fun about being there and practicing and calling plays every day with us.
Mm-hmm. Understood. We've mentioned Georgia more than a couple of times. Back-to-back national champions. Were you down there? Were you just sitting on your sofa? And congratulations to your school there on winning your second straight.
I actually was able to make it to the game. We got some heavy hearts in Georgia right now. We had 2 people pass a car crash. So rest in peace, Dev and Chandler. But I was there for the game out there in SoFi, LA.
Oh, you were out there for it. Yeah, no, and I was going to bring up, I saw the story, and I'm sorry to see that Chandler LaCroix passed away, who was working with the recruiting staff that passed away. And then actually, Devin Willock, I didn't realize, was from North Jersey. He was from just outside Yonkers, New York, on the Jersey side there, which I didn't know. So definitely condolences to the entire Georgia family, my friend. Nakobe Dean joining the show today. Best of luck against the Giants. Of course, as you know, all of Philadelphia will be rooting for you guys to take care of business against those New York Football Giants. Thanks so much for joining the show again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and good luck to you, my friend. Joining us on the Roth and Orthopedics guest line, courtesy of SkyMotor Cars, Eagles linebacker Nakobe